From pop queens and runway models to royalty, pioneering entrepreneurs and women who quietly rewrote their own stories, it is a celebration not just of glamour, but of grit. These women are more than their heights, their weights, their red carpet silhouettes. They are stories of reinvention, sacrifice, impact, and presence throughout music, film, fashion, politics, and culture. Every profile shows how confidence develops through time, purpose, and resilience. And just when you thought fame is the starkest statement, one lady defines herself apart, proving that power doesn't always aspire to the limelight. Ellen Nordegren's journey is a powerful one, a reminder that sometimes it takes otherworldly strength to live well beyond it. Selena Gomez at 33, height 5 feet 5 inches, weight 120 pounds. Selena Gomez has shown over and over again that she is more than a songstress. She's an indomitable force in show business. Becoming almost an overnight household name as the quick-witted Alex Russo on Disney Channel's Wizards of Waverly Place, she is 5 feet 5 inches tall and stays in shape at a svelte 120 pounds by practicing Pilates and hiking. She is the picture of balance and energy. Stepping into a whole new page in 2025, she became engaged to music producer Benny Blanco after they had been together for 1 year. Sprinkling the moment with some nostalgia, she reunited with Miley Cyrus at the 2025 Oscars, exploiting memories of their Disney days together for fans. Kim Kardashian at 45, height 5 feet 2 inches, weight 114 pounds. At 5 feet 2 inches and 114 pounds, Kim Kardashian's figure is her classic hourglass. First popular in 2007, she became the star of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Though it had its ups and downs, she made reality TV stardom a multi-million-dollar brand. Away from the TV, Kim is a successful entrepreneur. In 2017, she launched her own beauty products line, KKW Beauty, and her shapewear line, Skims, in 2019. To keep her figure, she has her own personal trainer and lifts weights and performs rigorous forms of exercise. She even gets up at 5:30 a.m. to start the day off on the right foot. Elsa Pataky at 49, height 5 feet 3 inches, weight 119 pounds. Elsa Pataky is not only upstaging in terms of her acting skills, but also physically. She has a beautiful physical frame. The 5 feet 3 inch model and actress is no stranger to having top physical form at 119 pounds. Aside from yoga and weightlifting practices, she is also into horseback riding and even surfing, activities that not only keep her fitness level at a certain level, but also go along with her adventurous personality. Famous for her role as Elena Neves in the Fast and Furious series of movies, the charm of Elsa has definitely transcended the boundaries of the cinema. She is also quite the producer, and if not an author, since she wrote her fitness book sharing her regimen of healthy living under the title How to Eat, Move, and Live with Strength and Vitality. Queen Letizia Ortiz at 52, height 5 feet 7 inches, weight 112 pounds. The Queen of Spain, Letizia Ortiz, is elegant, and she is to blame for her 5 foot 7 inch and 112 pound body. Her secret to beauty is her Mediterranean diet, including fruits, vegetables, and seafood, supported by exercising weekly in the gym and doing Pilates. Letizia Ortiz was known all over the world after she got married to King Philippe VI in 2004, though her journey started much before she became a royal. In fact, she was initially a news anchor and journalist. In Spain, she was known for her perceptive reporting and her on-screen presence. Apart from being queen, she is extremely committed to social activities, especially those touching upon education and healthcare. Victoria Beckham at 50, height 5 feet 4 inches, weight 112 pounds. Victoria Beckham was an international sensation as Posh Spice for the girl group The Spice Girls. In the 1990s, the group dominated the music charts, and Victoria's fashionable image made her a fashion idol. Later, she graduated from being a pop star to a fashion designer and started her own successful clothing label in 2008. At 5 feet 4 inches and reaching only about 112 pounds, Victoria follows a strict diet of healthy fats and lean protein with frequent exercise, such as taking Pilates and strength training. Married to soccer god David Beckham, the couple is known for their elegant life as a family of four with 4 children. Adriana Lima at 43, height 5 feet 10 inches, weight 132 pounds. Not many models have taken over the fashion scene like Adriana Lima, with her beautiful face and absolute confidence that took her to international fame. Gaining prominence as a Victoria's Secret angel, she stunned the viewers from 1999 to 2018 and consolidated herself as one of the most iconic names of the brand. Standing 5 feet 10 inches with 132 pounds, she keeps herself in tip-top shape with a combination of yoga and boxing. December 2024 saw a new start for her when she married filmmaker Andre Lemers. They had even given birth to their first child together, a son by the name of Cyan, who had a grand appearance last August 2022. Michelle Obama at 61, height 5 feet 11 inches, weight 150 pounds. With a beaming smile and irrepressible charisma, Michelle Obama has a proven ability to make a statement. Whether she is extolling the virtues of children's health or presenting her latest knitted masterpiece, Michelle exudes a love for living that's completely contagious. At 5 feet 11 inches tall, Michelle has a tall presence to go along with a perfectly fit weight of approximately 150 pounds to personify the principles of health she advocates with such passion. In her time at the White House, Michelle launched the Let's Move campaign to end childhood obesity, preaching the benefits of an appreciation for exercise and a healthy diet. Mira Sorvino at 57, height 5 feet 9 inches, weight 135 pounds. Whether making us laugh in Rami and Michelle's high school reunion or expressing intense drama, Mira Sorvino's versatility is limitless. Standing at 5 feet 9 inches and 135 pounds, she practices yoga and goes on hikes in the mountains to stay fit and athletic while exuding strength and grace. Initially netting the limelight through her Academy Award performance in Mighty Aphrodite in 1995, she charmed her audiences with her unfailing flair. In 2025, fans had to wait to be informed that she and Lisa Kudrow are bringing out their offbeat personas through a much-awaited sequel to Romy and Michelle's high school reunion. Behind all that professional success, she achieved a personal milestone, her 20th wedding anniversary with her husband, Christopher Backus. Darcy Carden at 45, height 5 feet 10 inches, weight 132 pounds. Darcy Carden has become adept at drawing offbeat, charming characters which audiences can't get enough of. An imposing person at 5 feet 10 inches, 132 pounds, she stays in shape with a combination of yoga and Pilates. She exploded onto Tinseltown prominence with her memorable role as the offbeat and adorable Janet from 2016 to 2020 in the NBC series The Good Place. In a feisty Celebrity Jeopardy taped in March 2025, she contributed unanticipated humor to the show by literally busting the buzzer, freezing the game for a moment, and prompting a surprised look from the host of that episode, Ken Jennings. Blake Lively at 37, height 5 feet 10 inches, weight 125 pounds. Hollywood's go-to fashionista, Blake Lively, makes every part and red carpet appearance headline-worthy. All 5 feet 10 inches and fit frame, 125 pounds of this fashion-forward starlet rose to household familiarity as the leading lady, Serena Vanderwoodson of Gossip Girl. In March 2025, she stole the room with a beaming light in the SXSW premiere of Another Simple Favor. But even with turbulent times, Blake proved herself and turned the tide through a critically acclaimed turn in It Ends With Us, giving a much-overlooked book so much depth and credence. Sofia Vergara at 52, height 5 feet 7 inches, weight 125 pounds. Whether she is bringing laughter to Modern Family or taking on a new entrepreneurial adventure, Sofia Vergara does it with panache. With a sculpted body from hours spent in Pilates and weightlifting, she draws as much attention for her acting talent as for her spot-on fashion sense. Standing 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighing between 125 and 130 pounds, she sparkled in energetic dance moves with America's Got Talent's Heidi Klum at the Vanity Fair Oscars 2025 after party. With each and every appearance, she melts fans' eyes with an infectious presence and ageless allure. Rebel Wilson at 45, height 5 feet 4 inches, weight 165 pounds. From her spot-on acting to her inspiring message, Rebel Wilson is a treat to watch. At 5 feet 4 inches tall, she shook things up with more than just her contagious fun, but with her uplifting year of health in 2020. She miraculously shed 80 pounds and went down to a healthy 165 pounds through strenuous exercise and contemplative eating. She is not only a comedy actress and a loving mom, but also a shrewd producer with substance to prove that she has definite business acumen. To celebrate her 45th birthday in 2025, Rebel shared a heartwarming family memory with wife Ramona Agruma and her sweet 2-year-old daughter, Royce Lillian. Madison Beer at 25, height 5 feet 5 inches, weight 118 pounds. Madison Beer is about 5 feet 5 inches and around 118 pounds. She became a headline in 2012 when Justin Bieber posted one of her YouTube video covers. She released her first studio album in 2021, Life Support. She is a combination of singing and songwriting and a love of skincare, and is the co-founder of No Beauty. Exercise includes strength training, cardio, and dance to keep things toned up and going. Nutrition is towards fresh, healthy meals with lean proteins and wholesome foods. She is frank about the pressure from mental illness and fame. Off-Duty is a fashion and art collaboration with Madison. That, in this respect, her style and frankness distinguish her among young performers today is evidence. Ariana Grande at 31, height 5 feet 1 inch, weight 90 pounds. When you thought the music industry couldn't be any more vibrant, along comes Ariana Grande. Just 5 feet 1 inch high and a skinny 90 pounds, thanks to a rather regimented way of life and an intense exercise schedule, including dance rehearsals. She is armed with a secret to keeping the weight off. Bursting onto our radar as the bubbly Cat Valentine in Nickelodeon's Victorious, she went on to pop stardom with chart toppers like Thank You Next and 7 Rings. At last year's Oscar 2025, she let thrilling hints escape about broadening her musical landscape with a deluxe version of her popular album, Eternal Sunshine, leaving fans in wait for even more magical music. Lady Gaga at 39, height 5 feet 1 inch, weight 117 pounds. Lady Gaga was launched into fame by her 2008 single, Just Dance. Not only is she a pop icon, but she is also a fashionista and a serious movie star who earned praise for her role in A Star is Born. The 5'1" musical performer stands at approximately 117 pounds and maintains her weight by using strength exercises and practicing yoga to ensure she is always ready for her next performance. Away from the screen and stage, she is a passionate believer in mental health and sees her Born This Way Foundation focus a lot of its efforts on inspiring the youth. What many may never realize, though, is that she is also quite the Michael Jackson memorabilia fan, revealing her deep respect for music legends. Demi Moore at 62, height 5 feet 5 inches, weight 126 pounds. Demi Moore, famous for her ageless appearance and forceful acting, is 5 feet 5 inches tall and generally weighs 126 pounds. Her longevity in the spotlight is aided by her stringent daily routine of eating raw vegan. She is also a daily yoga practitioner. Initially, she wowed audiences with her appearance in the 1985 movie St. Elmo's Fire, and went on to become box office gold with films such as Ghost and G.I. Jane. Aside from her acting career, Demi is concerned with children's health and education. In addition to that, she is fond of collecting dolls and has a vast collection, which is another aspect of her varied interests. Her commitment to health and charities has inspired many others to follow her lead. Miley Cyrus at 32, height 5 feet 5 inches, weight 108 pounds. Miley first became famous as a star of Disney's Hannah Montana back in 2006, but now she has metamorphosed and is a top-charting singing sensation. She gave birth to signature hits such as Wrecking Ball and Party in the USA. She is equally an all-arounder performer, actress, and activist. Miley has a Happy Hippie Foundation, which she established back in 2014 to support homeless and LGBTQ+ teens. Miley is 5 feet 5 inches tall and about 108 pounds. She has a love for doing yoga and is especially interested in Ashtanga yoga. She is a plant-based consumer and abhors eating processed foods. With her brave personality, she is one of the most colorful performers out there. Beyoncé at 43, height 5 feet 7 inches, weight 137 pounds. Beyoncé, known by some as Queen Bey, has taken over the music industry since she was a little kid with Destiny's Child back in the 1990s. She changed the world of music with her strong vocals, fierce stage presence, and unrelenting work ethic. She began her presentational career using her first album, Dangerously in Love, and so on proved to be non-stop hits such as Single Ladies and Formation. However, she is more than a singer. Beyoncé is also a producer, actress, and style icon. She still finds time to keep her in-shape body with her hectic schedule, with stuff like intense dance rehearsals, strength training, and a vegan diet, especially with her training for historic shows such as Coachella in 2018. She has even done a 22-day vegan challenge with Jay-Z way back in 2013. Mila Kunis at 41, height 5 feet 4 inches, weight 115 pounds. She exploded into the Hollywood scene as Jackie Burkhart in That 70s Show, where she quickly became a fan favorite of viewers before gaining critical acclaim with her Black Swan performance. The 5'4" stunner tips at some 115 pounds and knows how to maintain her shape and her signature voice. In addition to her work as an actress, she is a voice for Meg Griffin on Family Guy. Mila is also business savvy and helped to set up a producing company, which she oversees, to deal with female lead work. In her spare time, she's a hardcore gamer and can be at her leisure always playing World of Warcraft, a hobby that surprised many by her A-list presence. Taylor Swift at 35, height 5 feet 9 inches, weight 130 pounds. Taylor Swift, 5 feet 9 inches and 130 pounds, is one of her era's most influential stars. She got her start in country with hits like Tim McGraw before moving to pop with international hits like 1989 and Reputation. Taylor maintains her fit body with cardio, dance rehearsal, strength training, and is often augmented with a lean diet rich in salads, lean proteins, and water. She treats herself to comfort food like burgers and fries on off days, with an emphasis on balance. Outside of music, she is an ardent supporter of artists' rights, women's rights, and cause work. Taylor is also known for being close to her fans and her ability to pick up storytelling by sheer words and visuals. Linda Carter at 73, height 5 feet 9 inches, weight 132 pounds. As the original Wonder Woman, Linda Carter was the trailblazing star who won the admiration of admirers to this day. Reaching statuesque heights of 5 feet 9 inches and maintaining her willowy shape in a 132-pound frame by disciplined eating and regular physical activity, she has continued to represent the strength and loveliness of her fictional counterpart. Stopping by at a star-studded event, she wowed viewers at the Paris Fashion Week's Schiaparelli Haute Couture Spring-Summer 2025 presentation, bringing superhero chic to the catwalk party. Behind the flashbulbs, she joined forces with Ryan Reynolds in a holiday campaign to support the Sick Kids Foundation to prove that, even outside the Cape, she's a hero. Kaylee Cuoco at 39, height 5 feet 6 inches, weight 126 pounds. Kaylee Cuoco rose to stardom in The Big Bang Theory, but her career is full of surprises that prove that she's much more than a one-hit wonder. Standing at 5 feet 6 inches, 126 pounds, she is active by doing yoga and healthy living and exudes health and harmony. In December 2024, she played the honored officiant at the wedding of her sister Brianna, a day of unalloyed joy and stunning recollections that were shared with her fans on the internet. Just a few months afterwards, in March of 2025, she celebrated another spectacular family moment, the first birthday of her daughter Matilda with her fiancé Tom Pelphrey. Karlie Kloss at 32, height 6 foot 1 inch, weight 126 pounds. Karlie Kloss went from a small-town girl to a global style star, walking the catwalks for the biggest names in the world. Topping out at 6 feet 1 inch, she maintains her skinny 126-pound frame with strict Pilates and strength exercises. Famous for her stunning appearance as the Victoria's Secret angel and for her blistering appearances on more than 40 Vogue covers worldwide, she is nowadays the definition of elegance. At the Met Gala in 2024, she gleefully announced her second pregnancy, showing off her baby bump in a beautiful custom-made low dress with Swarovski crystals. Just months later, she and her husband, Joshua Kushner, welcomed their second child. Jennifer Aniston at 56, height 5 feet 5 inches, weight 112 pounds. Few actresses have enjoyed their stardom as steadily as Jennifer Aniston, with her screen presence always coming with memorable performances. Standing slightly under 5 feet 5 inches and weighing 112 pounds, she remains fit and trim through yoga and strength training. Marking her 56th year in existence in 2025, she was flooded with love and warm words from her close buddies, which included Courtney Cox. Far from taking it easy, though, she lent her voice to the moving Disney movie Out of My Mind, in which she delivers the role of the 12-year-old Friends aficionado with cerebral palsy, once again proving that she is a woman of versatility and dedication when it comes to doing projects that touch us close to the bone. Marissa Tomei at 60, height 5 feet 3 inches, weight 114 pounds. With ageless grace and memorable acting, Marissa Tomei is 5 feet 3.5 inches tall and weighs a healthy 114 pounds with yoga, dancing classes, and a watchful diet. Breaking into stardom with her My Cousin Vinny Oscar win, she went on to demonstrate dramatic ability with such films as In the Bedroom and The Wrestler. Now 60 years old, she's still a favorite with Hollywood stars, most notably a redo of Aunt May with the Spider-Man series. In early 2025, she also took part in an off-Broadway production at the theater back home in New York to ensure that her love for theater was as much a part of her as ever. With poise and energy to match, she is an inspiration for fans everywhere. Sydney Sweeney at 27, height 5 feet 3 inches, weight 119 pounds. Sydney Sweeney, at 5 feet 3 inches and about 119 pounds, turned Hollywood heads with her work in Euphoria and The White Lotus. She is admired for bringing creations of vulnerable but strong characters. Off-camera, Sydney trains in the art of mixed martial arts, which helps with strength and concentration. She divides MMA equally with hiking and swimming to stay in shape. She also began 50/50 Films to advocate for the female-driven story. Sydney is very fond of style, and she often shares her looks and fitness experiences on her social media pages. She is a believer in rest and recovery, since she knows recovery is just as important as the effort. With her acting, her production, and her personal hobbies, she proves to be a versatile person that many people appreciate. Britney Spears at 43, height 5 feet 4 inches, weight 134 pounds. Breaking into the pop scene with mega hits Baby One More Time and Oops, I Did It Again, Britney Spears quickly crowned herself the princess of pop. At 5 feet 4 inches tall and with devilishly maintained 134 pounds, she keeps herself stage-ready with rigorous dance routines and a carefully balanced diet. Her journey took on a deeply personal turn with the release of The Woman in Me, a memoir that peeled back the curtains of her life and entered the world of popularity and sales, selling 1.1 million copies in the first week alone. Britney's power endures, leaving a lasting impact on an audience that has been entranced with her never-failing appeal and influence on pop culture. Avril Lavigne at 40, height 5 feet 1 inch, weight 110 pounds. Spurring out of Belleville, Ontario, Avril Lavigne exploded in the music scene, finding an immediate niche with a defiant pop-punk mix. With her first album, Let Go, complete with massive hits like Complicated and Skater Boy, she hit it big. Even though she is slightly over 5 feet 1 inch, weighs only 110 pounds, and leads a high-energy life, Avril stays performance-ready through a balanced diet. To celebrate a storied 2-decade career, Avril released a greatest hits album and is setting out to take the show on the road in 2024 with a stop starting in Vancouver. Milana Weintraub at 38, height 5 feet 3 inches, weight 123 pounds. From the colorful streets of Tashkent or Uzbekistan, a lit spark came. Milana Weintraub, who soon burned bright on the world stage. At only 5 feet 3 inches, she commands attention with her lively personality and keeps to a sprightly figure of about 123 pounds by following dedicated routines for good health. Bursting in on the scene as witty Lily Adams in those immortal AT&T commercials, she became an instant fan favorite, her charisma and humor playing to all viewers. Her adventure into motherhood added a new dimension to her public persona. With the aid of her return to social media in 2025, Milana still engages her audience with her trademark wit and insightful reflections. Scarlett Johansson at 40, height 5 feet 3 inches, weight 125 pounds. They call her a chameleon, but Scarlett Johansson is a precious gem, ever-changing facets of her face, but always bright. She is 5 feet 3 inches in height and maintains her trim by a program of moderate eating and frequent exercises, avoiding the extremes for natural wellness. Famous for her role in Lost in Translation, as well as her role as the mighty Black Widow in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, she has earned her place as one of Hollywood's best. On a star-studded night at the 2025 Oscars, she brightened up the stage adjacent to June Squibb, telling the crowds about her seat next to Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco, making jokes with good-natured remarks on their honeymoon phase cuteness. Doja Cat at 29, height 5 feet 5 inches, weight 120 pounds. Bursting onto the scene with the fabulous and viral tune Moo, Doja Cat's moment of fame has been turning heads ever since. At 5 feet 5 inches and keeping the svelte figure of 120 pounds, she is as dedicated to her wellness as she is to her music. In a daring eco-fashion statement, she released the fourth studio album, Scarlet, in September of 2023, with the exhilarating first single, Paint the Town Red. Raising her star power another notch, she stopped the show at the Oscars in March of 2025 with a dazzling James Bond tribute in which she sang Diamonds Are Forever and dazzled with a gown bedecked with over 1 million Swarovski crystals. Kamala Harris at 60, height 5 feet 4 inches, weight not publicly listed. Born in Oakland, California, Kamala Harris has stamped her place in history as the first woman, the first black person, and the first Asian American to serve as Vice President of the United States under President Joe Biden. Though she only stands at 5 feet 4 inches in height, Kamala is typically said to have tall energy, according to the New York Times description of tall energy, that powerful presence that is bigger than oneself that conveys strength and capability. It would be held in this February 2025 when the work of this trailblazer was honored with the coveted Chairman's Award at the 56th Annual NAACP Image Awards to mark her immense contribution to government service and the field of civil rights. Jessica Alba at 43, height 5 feet 7 inches, weight 121 pounds. Time for a healthy dose of California sun and serious business savvy, Jessica Alba. Skyrocketing to stardom with her Dark Angel a breakout and building herself bright on the screen in box office hits like Fantastic Four, she is 5 feet 7 inches, poised and elegant at 121 pounds. Famous for her dedication to physical fitness and health, she keeps in top shape with Pilates and balances it out with meditation, a life of holistic focus and balance. In the middle of going through personal changes, including filing for divorce from Cash Warren after 16 years of being together, she was the rock of strength to insist on joint custody of their 3 kids. Charlize Theron, at 49, height 5 feet 10 inches, weight 135 pounds. A former model turned Academy Award-winning actress, Charlize Theron, has created a career full of bold choices and unforgettable performances. At nearly 5 feet 10 inches, not only is her figure dazzling the world with her 135-pound physique, but so are her powerful performances in front of the camera. Celebrated worldwide for her Oscar-winning role in Monster, she has continued to captivate audiences in a stream of blockbuster films. In a fun tip of the hat to movie classics, December 2024 saw her putting on a gangster-themed party, The Godfather, where she embodied Michelle Pfeiffer's Elvira Hancock from Scarface, which so far has earned her glowing reviews and the praise of Michelle Pfeiffer herself for her spot-on transformation. Sarah Jessica Parker at 60, height 5 feet 3 inches, weight 125 pounds. Sarah Jessica Parker is a household name when it comes to her legendary character as Carrie Bradshaw in everyone's favorite show, Sex and the City. Standing at 5 feet 3 inches tall and weighing around 125 pounds, she has been a style icon for years. She is a successful businesswoman with her shoe collection, SJP Collection, and is a joint owner of the wine label In Vivo X. Sarah maintains fitness by walking around New York City and practicing yoga. She is a dedicated mom of 3 and credits running after her kids with one of her tips to staying fit. She is just as well known for Love Dance Theory exercises, which keep her toned up and on track. Jennifer Lopez at 55, height 5 feet 5 inches, weight 120 pounds. Jennifer Lopez, alias J-Lo, stands 5 feet and a half and tips the scales at about 120 pounds, so she is stardom combined with discipline and ambition. She got her start dancing on In Living Color in the early 90s before her breakout performance in Selena in 97. As a singer, actress, and businesswoman, she has solidified her position as one of entertainment's most diverse stars. To be in the best shape, she follows a strict regimen that includes weight training, dancing, and cardio. She is a fan of clean eating, with a distaste for processed foods, caffeine, and alcohol, to enjoy rosy skin and energy galore. Lopez is equally pious when it comes to meditation, drinking water, and sleep, which she makes non-negotiable elements of her health regimen. Offstage, she launched J-Lo Beauty in 2021 with skincare products focused on glowing and aging well. She further inspires millions of people with her obsession with balance, showing that working hard and loving what you do can result in a long-lasting legacy. Kate Winslet at 49, height 5 feet 7 inches, weight 139 pounds. Kate Winslet at 5 foot 7 inches and 139-ish pounds appears to have entertained audiences for decades with her natural talent and sincerity. She became an international star with Titanic in 1997, but proved her mettle with The Reader and Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Best known for her roles as tough, dimensional characters, she brings a social conscience to her work and often speaks out about body positivity and self-acceptance. Winslet arrogantly refuses the ideals Hollywood has created, and she urges women to embrace and love their natural figures. The one health and wellness program she suggests is to stay active, eat good food, and not let the industry get between her and her family. Outside of her life as an actress, she lends the power of her name to environmental and children's charity initiatives bearing her profile and shows commitment to working towards change. In 2022, while shooting a scene for Avatar: The Way of Water, she broke a Guinness World Record when she held her breath underwater for 7 minutes and 22 seconds. That feat was an indication of her passion and commitment, qualities she displays both on stage and off. Kylie Jenner at 27, height 5 feet 6 inches, weight 139 pounds. Kylie Jenner, the 5 foot 6 inch tall, 139-ish pound runaway beauty, went from the youngest Kardashian Jenner to a powerhouse businesswoman. She first gained attention through Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but took a trip of her own when she launched Kylie Cosmetics in 2015. Her famous lip kits became a global trend, propelling the brand to immense success and making her one of the youngest self-made billionaires in 2019. Beyond business, Kylie preserves her health through a focus on clean eating, often in the form of organic and plant-based meals. She is especially fond of bone broth, stating it helps with glowing skin and overall wellness. For fitness, she varies her workouts between boxing, strength training, and cardio to keep her routine from getting boring. Alongside her entrepreneurial feats, she is a loving mother, trying to balance her work and family life, and growing her influence in the fashion and social media spheres. Kylie's skill to combine beauty, business, and lifestyles keeps her in the limelight all the time. Miranda Kerr at 41, height 5 feet 9 inches, weight 117 pounds. Miranda Kerr, 5 feet 9 inches and 117 pounds, is known as one of the most legendary angels of Victoria's Secret. Her elegant strut on runways and warm smile soon made her loved by fashion lovers everywhere. In her life outside of modeling, she is highly passionate about health and wellness and has a lifestyle centered around doing yoga and meditating daily, as well as having a nutritionally rich diet based on wholesome foods. Drinking lots and striking the balance is her highest health concern. As a mother and businesswoman, as well as a model and activist, Miranda focuses her fervor for Cora Organics, her range of skincare products, with a dedication to all natural and sustainably sourced beauty products. She has covered the leading magazines in the world and is still known for her timeless beauty and passion for healthy lifestyles. Though she had a modeling career that catapulted her into supermodel fame, her dedication to mindfulness and maintenance of herself differentiates her as a model for women who want to live a life of success and internal peace. Erika Eleniak at 55, height 5 feet 6 inches, weight 115 pounds. Erika Eleniak, height 5 feet 6 inches, weight 115 pounds, was originally a very popular television star in the late 1980s and 1990s. Playing Shawnee MacLaine in Baywatch from 1989 to 1992 summed up her career, in which she personified athleticism, charm, and glitz on screen. Exercise was key to her character as a lifeguard on the program, and Erika continues to make health a priority with regular workout regimens and balanced lifestyles. Off-screen, she is an advocate for holistic health and lifestyles that combine disciplines of mind, body, and soul. More than being an actress, Erika is an all-time lover of children's literature, and she has stated that she is interested in writing stories to turn young people into believers. Moderation is her key to health, being able to stay active in the daily routines of life. Blending her life in the working profession of Hollywood with her hobbies and interests helps make her still popular with fans who saw her on television and who respect the continuation of her dedication to healthy living and to being creative. Nicole Eggert at 53, height 5 feet 3 inches, weight 130 pounds. Nicole Eggert, 5 feet 3 inches, 130 pounds, was a household name back in the 1990s because of her character, Summer Quinn, from the Baywatch show. With her sports physique and her charisma, she made a perfect fit for the beach atmosphere of the show and became one of its main stars. What is surprising, though, is that Nicole started off very early when she was crowned with the Miss Universe Petite title at the age of 5, and this is a unique distinction for someone her age. To ensure and maintain her physique over the years, she follows a balanced diet with an active lifestyle with simple habits. Exercise and hiking in the outdoors, when combined with playing with kids, make her active and fit. Nicole often focuses on practicing the idea of food selection in moderation, with a message that it does not have to take excesses to stay fit for everyone. Her program is one of mixing wellness with daily life, with an emphasis upon consistency and balance, and involving her and her entire family. Apart from her job as an actress, her life process has made her a fan favorite who has lovingly appreciated her commitment to health and joy. Katy Perry at 40, height 5 feet 8 inches, weight 134 pounds. Katy Perry, at 5 feet 8 inches and 134 pounds, burst on the music scene in 2008 with I Kissed a Girl, her anthem to promote her pop superstardom. Since her breakout hit, she has grown to be a global icon with her #1 hits Firework, Teenage Dream, and Roar. Famous for her flamboyant stage fashion and fierce personality, Katy's style is as signature as her sound. Offstage and off-camera, Katy enjoys biking and hiking, both of which keep her body fit and her mind sharp. Her strategy to wellness is hands-on, a busy work schedule paired with active leisure and a good diet. She's also become a mother to further add to her active life. In life beyond songwriting and singing, Katie has expanded her role to television as a longtime judge for the American Idol famed television show, where she lends her wit and wisdom to show contestants. With her imagination, vitality, and frankness, Katie is a constant representation of originality, power, and artistic expression. Alexandra Paul at 61, height 5 feet 10 inches, weight 130 pounds. Alexandra Paul is 5 feet 10 inches and 130 pounds and is best known for her role as a character named Lieutenant Stephanie Holden in her role as an actor associated with her time of 1992 to 1997 as a cast member on the series of reality TV shows Baywatch. With her tall, athletic build, she was a natural for the lifeguard show. However, her health and fitness adventure extends well beyond prime time. Alexandra is an avid triathlete and has run more than 100 triathlons, which speaks volumes about her endurance and dedication. She is a vegan, and she uses nutrition from plants to keep her active lifestyle. Swimming, running, and cycling are all part of her foundation to her aerobics program, but equally, she is quite diligent with mindfulness to bring balance in body and mind. As well as her athletic and performance life, Alexandra is a vocal environmental and animal rights activist and has often used her forum to promote sustainable lifestyles. With her dedication to health and wellness and to doing good and being good, she is more than an artist. She is an inspiring character who serves as a sort of main character and an example of health and purpose. Laura Prepon at 45, height 5 feet 10 inches, weight 134 pounds. Laura Prepon's effortless versatility to move between comedy and drama has given her the reputation of being one of the busiest actresses of her generation. Standing at 5 feet 10 inches and remaining fit at a healthy 134 pounds, she stays in shape with vigorous exercise. In 2016, she branched out into the world of wellness, co-authoring The Stash Plan, a book that uses culinary science and doable diet advice. It was music to the ears of her fans in 2023 when she donned the role of Donna again in the Netflix spin-off That 90s Show and ushered in nostalgia. Though she had her personal challenges, like when her relationship with Ben Foster broke up in 2024, she continued to keep her spirit intact and her Instagram aglow. Victoria Justice at 32, height 5 feet 5 inches, weight 110 pounds. Victoria Justice is the ultimate triple threat, actor, singer, and all-around icon, continuing to surprise fans with every move she makes. As a colorful talent who was headed for the spotlight, she is a graceful 5 feet 5 inches with a petite 110 pounds due to a combination of dance routines and yoga. She first won hearts when she played Lola Martinez on Nickelodeon's Zoe 101, before quickly becoming a household name as the charismatic Tori Vega on Victorious. Beyond her work in certain projects, she also celebrated the achievements of her former co-star Ariana Grande in the movie adaptation of Wicked, proving her support of her peers doesn't end with their screen time together. Gigi Hadid at 30. Height 5 feet 10 inches, weight 120 pounds. Behind that supermodel smile of Gigi Hadid is a nifty businesswoman and dedicated mom. Tipping the scales at a slim 120 pounds, she stays fit with discipline, boxing, and health-conscious eating, and can often be seen posting her tips of choice for fitness and healthy meal plans on social media. Standing at 5 feet 10 inches, she made her first appearance on center stage as a model, and in little time, she was at the top with her appearances on the covers of magazines and catwalk shows for leading names in fashion. Behind the sparkle, she is building her brand, Guest in Residence, for luxury knitwear, making her reputation even more firmly as a fashion giant, encompassing the trendsetter and entrepreneur. Khloe Kardashian at 41, height 5 feet 10 inches. Bold, unfiltered, and always in the spotlight, Khloe Kardashian has created her empire while keeping fans hooked on her every move. Standing tall at 5 feet 10 inches, she has grown into a powerhouse in American media, commanding attention through her charisma, business acumen, and undeniable influence. Khloe has been amazingly open about her weight and body image battles and regularly talks about the difficulties of growing up as the chubby sister and turning those struggles into a source of strength. After welcoming her daughter, True Thompson, she had a new battle on her hands, weighing in at 204 pounds. With determination and countless hours at the gym, she regained her health and confidence. Mandy Moore at 41, height 5 feet 10 inches, weight 135 pounds. With a voice that captivated an era and acting abilities to keep the viewer transfixed, Mandy Moore is an indefatigable force. An imposing person at 5 feet 10 inches and 135 pounds, she stays trim with hiking and yoga. From pop choruses like Candy to acting, she captivated viewers with her role as Rebecca Pearson in the popular show This Is Us. January 2025 brought some unexpected trials for Mandy when the Eaton fire struck her home in Altadena, California. Through it all, she was terribly grateful for the safety of her family and showed a spirited resolve that touched many. Dana Perino at 52, height 5 feet 2 inches, weight 105 pounds. With a sparkling glint in her eye, with a step that never misses a beat, Dana Perino is a petite 5 feet 2 inches tall, but dominates a room as if she were twice that size. Weighing in at the whopping 105 pounds or so, her skinny frame can be attributed to an absolute dedication to exercise and balanced eating. Soaring to a blaze of publicity as the 26th White House press secretary to President George W. Bush from 2007 to 2009, Dana didn't take a breather after serving time at the White House. She made a graceful transition to television, winning hearts as a co-host favorite on Fox News, The Five, and America's Newsroom co-anchor. Alicia Keys at 44, height 5 feet 6 inches, weight 125 pounds. Exploding onto the scene from the bustling avenues of Manhattan, a powerhouse named Alicia Keys exploded into existence, quickly becoming the soundtrack to many lives. At 5 feet 5 inches and a healthy 125 pounds, she is a strain of wellness. Alicia blew up the music world with her debut groundbreaking album titled Songs in A Minor, which revealed her incredible singing range and piano skills. In addition to her musical endeavors, she and her husband, Swiss Beats, became immersed in the art world by creating the Dean Collection to collect contemporary masterpieces. Their Giants exhibition at the Minneapolis Institute of Art was a cultural sensation, bringing Black artists and Black accomplishments into the spotlight. Kendall Jenner at 29, height 5 feet 11 inches, weight 127 pounds. A November birthday in California led to one of the greatest careers in the spotlight in the form of Kendall Jenner. Strutting along, coming in at 5 feet 11 inches at an effortless 127 pounds in the sky, she's known for strutting down the high fashion runways like a breeze, easy as pie, with her high fashion runways, her high fashion rostrum, while she was on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but her effortless appearance with the poise of sky, high sky poise of high fashion home name. Kendall is always in shape with a healthy lifestyle and constant exercise regimen, constantly giving fans a glimpse into how she prepares herself. Not only a fashion phenomenon, but she's also a powerhouse to reckon with in the business world, with her 818 tequila receiving accolades and awards for a talent that's far from the runway. Ellen Nordegren at 45, height 5 feet 9 inches, weight 130 pounds. Ellen Nordegren has always been the picture of quiet strength and poise, of choosing a life of purpose over publicity. Standing at 5 feet 9 inches and weighing in at approximately 130 pounds, the Swedish-born ex-model retains her athletic, balanced body by doing regular workouts, going outside, and maintaining a very strong focus on wellness. She first rose to global prominence in the early 2000s in her marriage to golf legend Tiger Woods, in a chapter of her life that brought her into intense public scrutiny. Yet Ellen's power of resilience was best demonstrated in the way she rebounded from her ordeal, turning her attention to family, education, and personal growth instead of celebrity. She later graduated with a degree in psychology, one of her interests in personal development and mental health. In recent years, she has been settled and happy alongside former NFL tight end Jordan Cameron, with whom she shares children in addition to her two from her previous marriage. Today, Ellen is admired less for headlines and more for her grace of privacy and devotion to motherhood as well as the dignified way she turned adversity into independence and strength. Meghan Markle at 44, height 5 feet 6 inches, weight 113 pounds. It's time for a quick stop by the Royal. Meghan Markle's life from actress to duchess has been anything but predictable. She first came to hearts as Rachel Zane on the hit legal drama Suits. However, her fairy tale marriage to Prince Harry shot her into the world spotlight, and now you know her as the much-loved Duchess of Sussex. Towering of 5 feet 6 inches and carrying a fit 113 pounds on her is no easy task, but she does it with yoga and a mindful diet. In one quaint twist, she looked to the world of television when, with Love, Meghan, a Netflix series combining cooking with lifestyle tips, set in a lovely farmhouse close to her home in Montecito, California. Yasmine Bleeth, at 56, height 5 feet 5 inches, weight 118 pounds. With roles that characterized an era, Yasmine Bleeth is a nostalgic favorite for 1990s television fans. Known for her role as the fearless Caroline Holden, she held the audience's attention from 1993 to 1997, also gracing the world of soap operas with stints on Ryan's Hope and One Life to Live. With her height of 5 feet 5 inches and 118 pounds, she was able to carve out a place in television history. After stepping away from the limelight to overcome some personal hurdles, she made a triumphant return to the public eye at the 55th annual Penguin Plunge in 2023. Cameron Diaz at 52, height 5 feet 9 inches, weight 119 pounds. Standing at the height of 5 feet 9 inches and tipping the scales at 118 pounds, Cameron Diaz follows the wellness mantra with respect for her diet and staying fit. Her movie career boomed with a bang in The Mask by entrancing masses with her zestful presence. She went on to star in mass sensation movies as There's Something About Mary and Charlie's Angels. Following her sabbatical from movies, she made waves upon her return in the Netflix movie Back in Action with Jamie Foxx. Complementing her exciting year, she wowed invitees at Paris Fashion Week in March, marking the end of her 13-year hiatus from the runway at Stella McCartney's Fall 2025 show. Laura Ingraham at 61, height 5 feet 6 inches, weight 125 pounds. Hailing from the gorgeous town of Glastonbury, Connecticut, Laura Ingraham is 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighs around 125 pounds. She is best recognized for her authoritative presence as the anchor of the Fox News program, The Ingraham Angle, since October 2017. Scoring a notable notch on her professional belt buckle, President Donald Trump made her a member of the board of the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts. Other than her powerful media appearances, she is immensely devoted to her role as a mom to 3 children, 1 daughter from Guatemala and 2 sons from Russia. Liv Tyler at 47, height 5 feet 10 inches, weight 126 pounds. Born into rock and roll royalty and destined for the spotlight, Liv Tyler has created a career of unforgettable roles and eternal appeal. At a very elegant 5 feet 10 inches and 126 pounds, she exudes grace on and off the screen, winning audiences over with her poise and timeless charm. She first won the hearts of audiences around the world as the ethereal Arwen Undamiel in the Lord of the Rings trilogy. After taking time off from the limelight to pursue her own growth, she made a bold return to the silver screen with Captain America: Brave New World, playing Betty Ross again. Kate Middleton at 43, height 5 feet 9 inches, weight 120 pounds. Kate Middleton, now Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, is 5 feet 9 inches tall and a healthy 120 pounds. Graceful, poised, and immediately an international celebrity after her 2011 marriage to Prince William. Exercise is a regular fixture in her life and is comprised mostly of rowing, running, and doing yoga. She is also a fan of an organic-rich diet and is energized throughout her long days of work, performing her royal duties. Kate is not only a fashion icon, but is also passionate about supporting causes close to her heart, such as education and mental health. Her people skills have given her universal acclaim. Outside her royal life, she is a keen photographer and is fond of posting intimate personal shots of her kids, showing her artistic side. With her sense of duty, sophistication, and personal appeal, Kate inspires millions, and she mixes traditions with a new, everyday approach to royal life. Penelope Cruz at 51, height 5 feet 4 inches, weight 137 pounds. Penelope Cruz, 5 feet 4 inches and 137 pounds, is one of Spain's greatest star actresses and a Hollywood star. She became a star in the late 1990s with important roles in films such as Volver and Vicky Cristina Barcelona, and won an Academy Award. Elegant and gorgeous looking, Penelope maintains her figure using dancing and a Mediterranean diet of olive oil, lean meats, and fresh vegetables. After studying ballet for 9 years, this is evidenced by her sensibility and poise as an actress on film. Aside from doing the shows, she has done photo shoots for high-end fashion houses and joined causes for children's health. She talks a lot about the importance of balance and looking after yourself and choosing a way of life that will look after your body and mind. Penelope is also a loving mother who manages to blend home life with her tiresome job life. With her talent, ageless beauty, and health consciousness, the woman is and will forever be one of the most respectable women in cinema. Jennifer Lawrence at 34, height 5 feet 9 inches, weight 139 pounds. Jennifer Lawrence, 5 feet 9 inches and 139 pounds, became a household name after playing Katniss Everdeen in the Hunger Games movie series. Her stardom led to her enormous success, and she was able to take home an Academy Award for Silver Linings Playbook. Famous for a great deal of natural appeal, Jennifer doesn't combine with life, health, and comedy. She exercises through strength training, cardio, and yoga, but avoids radical dieting and instead maintains a sustainable approach. She has spoken on several occasions about her fondness for pizza and her willingness to eat with abandon and guiltily. This down-to-earth approach makes her one of Hollywood's most down-to-earth celebrities. Apart from being an actress, she promotes gender equality and children's health issues. She's also one of the most highly paid actresses out there and proves her significance in the field. Jennifer's health advice is all about consistency, self-love, and restraint. By combining discipline with a carefree approach, she proves to fans that all health is less about restraint and more about balance, with confidence and life to the fullest. Heidi Klum at 51, height 5 feet 9 inches, weight 138 pounds. Heidi Klum, 5 feet 9 inches and 138 pounds, was the first German to obtain Victoria's Secret Angel status. Her international breakthrough appeared to have started towards the end of the 1990s and made her a supermodel and subsequent TV star. She brought style and critical insight to her host duties with Project Runway and as a frequent juror at America's Got Talent. Even though through a hectic schedule with shoots, shows, and appearances, Heidi is dedicated to her health and exercises vigorously using running, swimming, and strength work to stay fit and toned. Off the runway, she built a business empire by founding the lingerie label Heidi Klum Intimates and launching her bottle collection, with her signature Shine being a huge hit, and several collaborations with Lidl, including Esmara by Heidi Klum. She is equally fond of the time she spends cooking, as well as with her family, and has a softer side to her persona. Her combination of glitz, enterprise, and health commitment has ensured her influencer status for decades and inspired millions of girls and women all over the world. Kourtney Kardashian at 46, height 5 feet 1 inch, weight 115 pounds. Kourtney Kardashian, at a height of 5 feet 1 inch and weighing in at about 115 pounds, is the oldest of the Kardashians and a reliable face on the television screen. She first came to fame in 2007 with Keeping Up with the Kardashians, in which she's quick-witted and calm-tempered. Aside from the cameras, she made her own way by introducing Push, a lifestyle brand that offers tips about living healthy, beauty, and home. Kourtney also practices wellness in real life, with an emphasis on natural foods, conscious living, and clean skincare. Exercise also lies at the core. Daily exercises and outdoor pursuits keep her lean and fit. Her love of interior design is also well known and influences both her home and the aesthetic of her brand. She frequently includes some parenting moments to reveal her softer side as a mother of 3. By balancing many things, business, family, and self-care, Courtney demonstrates that success is not only about fame, but also creating a lifestyle that reflects personal values. Megan Fox at 38, height 5 feet 4 inches, weight 114 pounds. Megan Fox, 5 feet 4 inches and about 114 pounds, became a star with her leading role in Transformers 2007. Her dramatic looks and commanding presence on the screen soon made her a Hollywood star. To maintain her slimmer, toned body, Megan is doing a combination of Pilates, cardio, and weight training. She complements this with a low-carb, high-protein diet consisting of lean meats, veggies, and whole foods. Megan is also someone who believes in holistic health and is often seen using acupuncture and meditation to find equilibrium with both body and mind. Although she advocates for living a healthy lifestyle, she also believes in moderation, eating those small treats without guilt. Offstage, Megan is a hardworking mom of 3, trying to balance home life and a demanding career. Her frankness in terms of self-acceptance, combined with her interest in natural health, has led to a legion of followers. Remaining unrepentant of her habits and loyal to her principles, she is the one who continues to personify beauty and strength both on screen and off.
If you've watched the video till here, that means you've enjoyed the video. Subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications bell icon